On number 15, we're still finding volume and rounding to the nearest hundredth. So again, that's 2 decimal places, where tenths was only 1 decimal place. On number 15, we have a cylinder. Remember, a cylinder is like a prism in the fact that it has 2 bases. So when we find the volume, we do it just like we do for prisms. We multiply the base area times the height of the prism. And remember, the height is the distance between the 2 bases. Our bases in a cylinder are the circles, the parallel circles. The height is always the distance between those circular bases. It won't always be vertical. I could turn this cylinder on its side and then the height would be horizontal, but it's always the distance between those circular bases. Now the base is a circle, so to find this area of a circle, it's pi r squared. So the volume of a cylinder is pi r squared times height. So we have to know the radius and the height. When this is pointing to the center of that segment, we know that that is telling us that 16 kilometers is the diameter of that circle. So remember, the radius is half of that. So our radius would be 8 kilometers. Our height is given to us. This 8 kilometers, which is the distance between the 2 circular bases, is my height. So I have all the information I need here. So my volume is pi times the radius squared. So I'm going to put this number that's the radius inside this parentheses to remember to square it. And that's going to be 8. And then we're multiplying that by the height, which is also 8. So when I put that in my calculator, I'm going to use the pi button, not 3.14. I'm going to go second with the caret key to get the pi on the screen. And then I can put the 8 for the radius in parentheses and press x squared, which squares it, and then I can put the second 8 in parentheses. So I'm writing it just like I did here on my calculator, and that means all multiplication. So then when I get my answer, I'm rounding to 2 decimal places, 1, 2, there's a 9 there, and next door that 5 makes that 9 round up, and the number that's 1 more than 9 is 10. Which means you put the 0 here and the 1 here, which makes that a 5. So this would be approximately 1608.50. So let's talk about that again. This 5 made this 9 a 10. Okay, so the 0 stays here and the 1 adds 1 more to the 4, which makes it a 5. So you're taking that 49 and you're rounding it up 1, which makes it a 50 here. Now the units were kilometers, so we had kilometers squared times another kilometers, which gives me kilometers cubed. Volume is always cubic units, and we had kilometers.